Okay, so hi everyone, good evening. So really thank you so much for actually inviting me over to actually be able to share some information on today's topic, safe as you spend in this digital era. So thank you the organizer for organizing this event, and I hope that the information I shared today will be actually engaging and useful to all of you here. So let's first begin with an introduction about me, myself. So I am Anson, the head of the Savee Operations, a platform that offers cashback services for your online and offline daily purchases on retail shopping, grocery, as well as food. I'm also the owner of a aircon services company currently, uh, but that's just out of topic today. So today's topic, I will be covering three subtopics. The first one I'll talk about is due diligence for shopping online. I will share with you how to spot inferior sellers and protect yourself when you are doing online shopping. And the second one will be the different ways of earning cashback. For this aspect, I will talk about some of the credit cards available, the NTUC Plus card, as well as one application currently that's like giving cashback for your purchases. It's called Shopback. And last but not least, I will share with you how can you maximize your cashback to get the most out from your spending. So let's begin with the due diligence for online shopping. So e-commerce sales actually has grown tremendously over the years. So this is some statistic for the growth in e-commerce sales worldwide. As we can see that the sales is still expected from now to 2023 is still expected to grow at a very high rate. And we can also look at Singapore's market. Singapore's retail e-commerce sales is also like having a tremendous growth, and actually the average growth per annum is about 23.3%. So this means that more and more people are just going to do online shopping, and online shopping is the new trend. So you might wonder like what is the advantages for doing online shopping? And actually at here I would like to do some little engagement and ask all of you, does anyone here actually like to do online shopping? I see. Donna, do you do online shopping?
Not really, unless it's wine.
Okay, but
But not really. I delegate to my partner to do online shopping. Yeah.
I see. That means like your family members and your friends around you, they actually still do online shopping, right?
My family is in Indonesia, so no, they don't really shop, I think. Yeah.
I see. So like may I ask you like from your perspective, like what are some of the advantages for shopping online? Donna?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Save time. Need to carry.
I think your internet is a bit like but okay. Maybe I can ask others. How about how about our president for this event? Okay. Actually, a bit hard for me to check. I see. Yeah, actually, Brady, I'm not sure I pronounce your name correctly, but do correct me if I pronounce it wrongly. But actually, yes, that is actually one of the most important advantage, like why people actually shop online. So, like, the first one, but there's also other advantages. So for example, the first one is product comparison. You can actually like compare the same product sold by different sellers from at your fingertips, just over your phone screen or your laptop screen, which is like much more easier compared to doing offline. And also online shopping provide a wider selections. So for example, you want to buy some coffee, and actually you can actually like find that there's a lot of variety for you to choose from. And depends on your requirement of the things that you want to buy, it's also much more easier. And other reason like also cheaper price for people, and you also can review from other shoppers. So you can actually know that whether this product is good enough or whether it suits your need or what are some of the disadvantages for using their products. And lastly is convenient. For online shopping, you can do it like 24/7. You can do it like basically on every day as long as you're connected to internet. However, there are also like some disadvantages to shop online. So for example, when you shop online, we all need to know that we will need to wait for the products to actually ship to us. So in this case, we will not have instant gratification. And one thing is that what if the product we receive is not up to our standard, and we actually wish to do a product return, and that's also the hazard. And because like if we do it offline, we can just take the receipt and the product back to the shop and ask for exchange or refund. But we cannot, it's not as easy to do that when we are doing it online. And next is that you cannot feel the product, so you do not know like the actual size of the product. You can only like look at the specs, which like sometimes can be like quite inconvenient to us also. So for example, we want to actually buy a table of a size that we want, but then in the end, the table coming is not what we wanted for. And also like shipping charges can also be expensive, especially Singapore is not a manufacturer of all the products that actually want to buy. If we actually shop online, most of the time, we come from countries like the US and China. And lastly, there's one big disadvantage for shop online is there's potential frauds, and your personal information can be at risk when you're trying to do this. So now is the main point. The most important point is that how can we protect ourselves when we shop online? So here is actually a statistic from the police force of Singapore. So just for 2020 alone, the losses that actually we made from online shopping because of scam actually amounting to at least 380K, which is an increase of 129.9% in the number of reports and an increase of 43.9% in the total amount of loss. So from this chart, we can see that most of these things are actually like most of the loss actually resulted from phones. Actually, like I believe that a lot of us actually like when we shop online, the most popular thing that we buy is phone, and phone can be expensive at times. So here brought us to today's questions. How can we prevent fraud from this? So before I actually start, I would like to share with you like some of the common e-commerce platforms in Singapore. For example, like Shopee, Lazada, Qoo10, and Carousell. And each of them actually cater to a different audience. So for example, Carousell is actually for the user to actually buy their second-hand stuff to people. And to sell their second-hand stuff to people. While Lazada and Shopee is more for online shopping, basically on everything. So you can buy almost everything from this few platform. So next, I will share with you today's first tip. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. Today's first tip in preventing scam. So the first thing is that always download these platforms app from the App Store or Google Play and nowhere else. So you need to always download the platform application from official channel like the App Store and Google Play. As this channel, right, they actually help to ensure that the applications are checked and approved, which actually helps to prevent you from downloading malicious software into your handphone or into your mobile gadgets. So, but then here also brought us to the question. There are some platforms out there, for example, like Redmart. They don't actually have a mobile application for us to download. So in this way, the way for us to actually to ensure the security that we are using their app, their platform is that always search for them through Google or enter their website link directly into the address bar. So do not click on any malicious link when we actually try to access to their service. So next will be tip 2. When we're doing shopping online, not using their mobile application, we will need to ensure that the website has HTTPS encryption. So here actually some example what is how to identify whether the website is HTTPS encryption. You can see that on your laptop address bar, it will actually show a log icon beside, and also it will reflect it out as HTTPS, which S actually stands for secure. While on mobile phone, we can see that at the address bar, there's a log icon. So when we are doing shopping online using browser, we can always look out for this icon to ensure that we are accessing a website that has HTTPS encryption. So some of you may ask what's the difference between HTTP and HTTPS encryption? So here is an example, a picture for illustration. So for example, Helen, she's actually accessing a website without HTTPS encryption. So when he key in his password like ABC123, the hacker will be able to see his password as ABC123. But for Carol, if let's say she actually access a website that has the encryption in place, the hacker will not be able to see his password as the password is encrypted. So when we are surfing online shopping platform, we need to always make sure that we are accessing a website with HTTPS encryption. So next will be tip 3. I believe that all of us actually like to use public Wi-Fi because data can be expensive at times. But then there's also some dangers associated when are using public Wi-Fi. So for example, there's man-in-the-middle attack. The network itself is unencrypted, and if I'm a hacker, I can actually use a public Wi-Fi to distribute malware to your phone. So how do we actually avoid this when we are trying to use public Wi-Fi is that we can always visit sites with HTTPS encryption, for example, the one I mentioned just now as previously, or we can actually use a VPN to encrypt data. So I also have embed a picture to actually illustrate how a VPN works. So without a VPN, as we can see that from user's device to the internet service provider, the information transmitted between these two parties is not encrypted. And this actually gives opportunities for hackers to actually launch an attack if you actually use the public Wi-Fi. But for a VPN, when you have a VPN on your phone, when your phone is trying to send internet traffic to the internet service provider, it will first be encrypted by the VPN, and then the VPN will send out the encrypted information to the internet service provider. So this actually helps to prevent your data from being leaked out by the public Wi-Fi. It also actually helps to protect that the information you receive is actually secure. So next is the 4th tip is that when you're trying to shop online, never chat with the buyer outside of the platform. So for example, taking Lazada and Shopee as an example, because these two are the more popular one to Singaporeans. So as we can see, like I've actually highlighted, always use their chat function to chat with them, and do not use other messaging platform such as WhatsApp, as communication on them will not be recognized by the platform when there's a dispute. And one thing when we actually use WhatsApp to try to communicate with our seller is that WhatsApp actually supports the sender to delete their messages like completely from your phone also within a specific time frame. So for example, if you make a deal with them and then you have transferred your money out already, and then they can just delete the message and they will refuse like to actually like admit that they actually like promise you something. So it's very important that we always chat with the buyer on the platform provided by on the messaging platform provided by the platform itself. Then the next thing is, how do we do a qualification check on the seller? So we can check for seller qualification indicator such as the positive seller rating, the shipping time, and chat response rate. So taking example, taking Apple's, taking this picture as example. So if an seller on Lazada is actually a recognized one, Lazada will actually like provide a badge beside them and actually like verify for you that this is a flagship store. And you also can look at the positive seller rating, like the shipment on time and also chat response rate. A genuine seller will usually have a very high rating on all these three indicators. But for those sellers that actually like inferior one, you can see that their positive seller rating will be very low. So this is actually one very useful way for you to check whether the seller that you are dealing with is genuine or not. So they will help you determine, yeah. Then the last one will be actually like seeing the customer reviews. So for example, the reviews that the user have on iPhone 12, you can actually see that there are a lot of reviews being made from 1 star to 5 star. So, but then when you are shop online, you need to pay special attention to those critical reviews and the number of positive reviews on the products. So you will need to read the critical reviews posted by other users to see like what is making them not happy when they actually like purchase this product from this seller. And this will actually help you to determine whether you want to buy the product from this seller. Yeah. So coming to here is actually the end of the session 1 on how to protect yourself when you're doing online shopping. Then next, actually, I would like to share with you about this application that I actually find very useful. So it's called Scam Shield. I personally did not develop this application, neither is by my friend or anything. This actually is by the government of Singapore. So actually, in nowadays, we will always receive phone call from people that we don't know asking that if you want to borrow money from them, or we receive message regarding to online gambling or money lending. So what this app actually helps us is that it can actually prevent this caller and these messages from reaching out to you. So I will actually recommend this to you. I have downloaded this app and used for quite some time. Actually, like I find it very useful. Like peace is restored to my life after I have used this app. So so this is the end of session 1. I wonder if anyone actually has any questions to ask. Donna. Oh, hi, Em. So actually, right, actually this application, right, can also like prevent those call from the scammer. So like uh they actually have a database maintained by the Singapore police force. So if let's say a scammer call you and then this number is actually maintained in their database, actually the application itself will actually helps to block out all this call for you. Yeah. So does that answer your question? That is actually true. So for example, like even it's a high card number, right? If let's say the person call you one time and you pick up and then you realize that it sounds very suspicious, you can actually like use this app to to actually like report to the police force and then they will actually take actions on it. I can actually run, yeah, currently it's not available on Android yet. I believe sooner or later they will. But if let's say you need assistance on the downloading of this app, actually I can try to assist you. So yeah, so currently it's only for iOS. So anyone actually using iPhone here or other iOS device, actually I can guide you if you need assistance. Okay, so hi, Mr. And you, uh, do you want to like maybe like switch on your mic and communicate with me? Hi, Mr. Anu.
Hi, hi, Anson.
Yeah, did I pronounce your name correctly?
Give me a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, could you please repeat what you said just now?
Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Oh, no problem. Anything will do.
Okay, I see. So you are actually a user of iPhone?
Yes.
Yeah. So I can actually like guide you on how to actually install this app. May I know that the model that you are using for your phone?
iPhone, the SE.
iPhone
That
SE.
last year is
Oh, that
introduced.
should be fine. Okay. Do you know the system, the version of the system that you are actually on right now?
I think 14 point something, right? That's the latest. You are talking about the iOS version, right?
Yes, yes.
It's 14 point something.
Okay, sure. How about this, Mr. Annual? After I have finished the entire talk, I will attend to you personally to actually help you on this.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I will continue the talk for now. Okay.
I thought you have finished your talk.
No. I still have 2 more sessions to go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because you asked who is using the phone, that's why I interrupted you. Sorry about that.
Because I try to make this more interactive. Because
Okay.
yeah,
Thanks.
can. I will attend to you shortly later. Okay, so next for session 2, I will share with the different ways of earning cashback. Specifically, I'll be talking about the credit cards, NTUC Plus card, and also Shopback. So shopping online actually helps us to save a lot of money and actually like really love it because like if we can get something at a lower price, why not, right? But actually, how about we save it further? It sounds good, right? Yeah. So let's go. So first, right, I would like to share with you the top 3 credit cards actually we shortlisted that based on the privileges and benefit that this card can offer you. So they are the American Express True Cashback Card, Citibank Cashback Mastercard, and also POSB Everyday Card. So these 3 credit cards actually serve a different purpose, which I will share with you now. So the first one will be the American Express True Cashback Card. The key feature for this that it provides 1.5% for all your online shopping and lifestyle categories. There's no limit. There's no limit on the cashback cap, and there's no minimum spending requirement. So that means that even you buy a 60-cent coffee and you use this card, you will get 1.5% cashback. But then there's some constraints to using this card. So we all know that in Singapore, Amex network is actually not as standard as we actually thought it is. So not all outlets actually accept Amex. And then like all credit card does, it actually charge a annual principal fee of $171.20. Yeah. So next one will be the Citibank Cashback Mastercard. So as compared to the Amex card I shared with you previously, this card actually offers 1.6% for all your online shopping and lifestyle categories. And similar to the Amex card, it has unlimited cashback cap and there is no minimum spending requirement. But then for this one, the constraint will be that it's only eligible for certain retail purchases and it also has a higher annual principal fee as compared to Amex. But given that we all know that Citibank actually has a very expanded network in Singapore, so getting this card will be like quite useful if let's say you are doing a lot of online shopping and purchasing of lifestyle categories. Then the third one will be the POSB Everyday Card. This card is actually more meant for food and grocery shopping. So the key feature is that it provides cashback rebates on food delivery done through Foodpanda and Deliveroo. It also gives cash rebate on Sheng Siong Shopping, Amazon, and Lazada at 5%. And most importantly, the key benefit that I feel like for this card is that it actually provides cash rebate on your electricity and StarHub bills at 1%, which currently I did some research on the credit card market, and I didn't actually see many credit cards actually providing these options. But then that for the constraint for this card, will be there's limited choice of merchants. For example, if let's say you prefer fair price, but then definitely you cannot use this card to actually obtain cashback. And it also has an annual principal fee for $192.60. And I'm actually aware that most of you here are actually like retired. So one thing about credit card is that they actually need an annual income. So it's actually more for working class. Yeah. But then I just want to share with you all these key features and their constraints. Then next is this NTUC Plus card. So the good news is that this card everyone can apply, and it's a lifetime membership at no cost, and you can receive about 1.3% saving for Fair Price and Unity Pharmacy and also Actress. But then this card is actually the basic version of NTUC, the Plus Card program. So for the more premium one, definitely you actually need to spend some money with them to actually obtain that card. But this one, right, I actually strongly recommend all of you here to actually like maybe get one. I mean, since it's free, why not? You can actually get saving when you shop at Fair Price and Unity. But then please be aware that this card actually has some terms and conditions for their cashback. So maybe not all items in Fair Price actually like will provide cashback when you are using this card for checkout. And this card cannot use for online shopping. So I mean online grocery shopping. So for example, you are shopping online at Fair Price website, I don't think currently you can actually use this card to check out. Yeah. Then finally, will be the Shopback application that I want to share. So what is Shopback? Shopback is actually an online platform that work with merchants to actually provide you cashback when you purchase things through them. So the key feature is that it has a lot of cashback offer to choose from, and then it has already an established network of merchants. So there are a lot of merchants already being on board by them, like Apple, Samsung, and Fair Price. All this kind of like all Singaporeans that actually knows. But then the constraint for this is that the cashback amount is actually different when you are trying to buy from different merchants through them, and then you must purchase things through their platform. So that actually doesn't offer you the flexibility. So this will be actually the end of session 2, and the new session, which is at the last session, which is session 3, I will share with you how can you maximize your cashback and get the most out from your spending. So we are all fascinated with their different promotions given by the different credit cards, the NTUC program, as well as maybe Shopback. How about we up the game even further and tell you that you can save even more by utilizing this program and this credit card from them. So the method that we actually want to propose to you will be actually using other cashback methods plus Savee. So what is Savee? So we are actually a social initiative that provide you up to 5% cashback on your daily online and offline purchases on shopping on retail goods, grocery, and food. So our key feature is that we have no minimum spending. So even you buy a copy from Kofu, as long as they provide you a receipt, we can actually provide you the cashback. Our minimum cashback will be at 1%, which is like it's actually like very very competitive actually against other credit card methods out there, and we can actually like offer you up to 5% cashback. We also don't charge you any subscription fee, and how you earn cashback is just snap your take a picture of your receipt and upload to us. But then of course everything has its limitation. For us is that currently we do not accept any recurring bills such as electricity and your phone bill. So here is like some illustration on how can you actually make use of the different program to save money. So for example A, I made a purchase from Fair Price at a bill of $100. So for example, Alice, if let's say he doesn't use any of the program, the NTUC Plus card, Shopback, or Savee, she used none, he actually saved nothing from this purchase. And the next one will be top. For example, if let's say he decided to use NTUC Plus card members to actually save money, he will get 1.33% from this purchase, which will give him back $1.33. But let's come to Gerald. If Gerald actually used Shopback and our service to save money, he will actually receive up to $9 for this purchase. So Shopback actually provide 4%, but up to 4% of cashback. But for Savee, we provide up to 5% of cashback. So for example, if you shop on Shopback and then you upload the receipt of Shopback to us, we will actually provide you a cashback on this, which will give you a total amount saved of up to $9 from $100, which cover the GST expense for you in this aspect. Then some may say, what if I don't want to buy from FairPrice? I want to buy from Sheng Siong instead because I simply just love Sheng Siong more than FairPrice. And also, similarly, a bill of $100, you use POSB Everyday Card plus Savee. So, say example, Jared, if he used POSB Everyday Card plus Savee, he actually save up to $10 from this bill of $100. Even he only used Savee, which is our service, he also get to save up to $5 from this. Actually, this is a very amazing deal nowadays, because like apparently like Sheng Siong doesn't really give discount and price, and especially our expenses are actually rising annually, and living in Singapore is actually pretty hard. Then finally, I would like to share with you an example. See how do you actually take advantage of credit card, digital payment methods, and Savee. So how we do this is that the credit card provides cashback to you when you spend. So for example, you use Amex credit card and you top up to GrabPay, you will first get 5% cashback or earn higher or earn the points from the credit card when using this method, when using the credit card to top up to GrabPay. And when you purchase items using GrabPay, you also get to earn Grab point from them. And by uploading the receipt offered by Grab and the merchants and upload to us, you get up to 5% cashback. So this method actually like help you double saving. So you get cashback from the credit cards, you also get cashback from us, and you earn points from using GrabPay as well, which will also give you some advantages and promotion for it. But then the downside for using GrabPay is that not all merchants actually accept GrabPay, and for their point actually that you actually need to constantly make payment through them to actually ensure that this point does not expire. So coming to here, I believe that all of you have a brief idea like what is the benefit that the credit cards and especially Savee can offer to all of you. And next I'll share with you the why I say that our discount tier actually varies. So this is actually our cashback tier. Like what we say, we are actually a social initiative. That's why we actually come up with this family program. So actually we have 3 tiers: the bronze, silver, and gold. So if you refer to 2 family members to use our application, you will get up to 2.88% of cashback when you upload the receipt within 30 minutes of your purchase. and the percentage, yeah, and the percentage goes accordingly after time pass. So what we're trying to encourage here is that we want to help Singaporeans as a family to actually help them to save money and beat the expenses, the increasing expenses in Singapore, especially the GST is going to rise to 9% before 2024 as announced by the government. And our 5% cashback will actually be issued on every fifth purchase you upload to us. So this is actually a benefit because no matter which tier you are at, we will give you 5% on every fifth purchase, regardless of your tier. So, yeah. Next will be the demo chart and Q&A. If anyone of you is actually interested, I would like to guide you on how can we actually install Savee onto your phone and be part of our family program. So do let me know if you need the guidance. You can visit our webpage here to know more about us. Yeah, so okay, hi, from TBS. Sorry, I don't know your full name. But can you illustrate your question further?